Alright, so reason you're getting a vlog so early is because I just saw The Dark Knight in IMAX for the second time. The Dark Knight Rises for the second time in IMAX. And I got a different perspective on it. I'll start it now. I changed my stance on this, but not to the point where I think it's better than the second. I'm still going to say the second's better, but I'm upgrading the movie from, I thought it was originally a good movie. I'm going to upgrade it to a great movie. And that's what I'm going to do, because I actually got to pay attention to it this time. Got to see a lot of stuff I didn't see before. And ask, when you guys go watch this, if you haven't watched it already, please pay attention and see if Batman doesn't kill two people. Because that's my biggest thing. Like, in part 2, I think there was an instance where everybody questioned, in The Dark Knight, when the chase scene happens in the tunnels, and he comes with the tumbler and crushes that truck and smashes the whole cave in. Everybody was like, did Batman just kill somebody? In this one, check if he shoots somebody, because it looks like he does. And I think he kills somebody with his back copter. So, check that out. Let me know if you think he actually kills somebody. Post in the comments if you've seen the movie. But alright, yeah, so I'm upgrading it to a great stance. Now, everybody's telling me, oh, the emotion, that's the biggest thing. There's so much emotion in this one. Yes, there's a lot of emotion in this film. But I'm going to say, like, two of the most if you're listening to this and you still haven't seen the movie, this review is the second review, so there's kind of some spoilers in it, if you don't already know. Anyways, so the most gut-wrenching ones are, like, the two Alfred speeches, or anytime Alfred talks, it's really, like, gut-wrenching, and you're like, come on, Alfred. But you take him out, and then how much more emotion is there, really? I think of probably the biggest, most emotional scene in that movie. I'm not going to say it's really Alfred. I'm going to say when he's rising. That's what I'm going to say. When Batman's actually rising, you'll know that particular part. I'm going to say that is the biggest emotional thing. I'm going to say, I think I'm seeing it a second time. I like Catwoman's character a little bit more, which is odd, because like I said, at first I expected nothing from her. But I actually kind of liked her character. But you kind of got to let it ease in a little bit. Batman was still, his badass for the little bit of time he was in there. But yeah, really, this is my main stance why I don't think it beats number 2. Because everybody's saying there's so much emotion in this one, and everything's so intense. And Bane was, he was intelligent and a badass. Like he was brute force. Okay, let me point this out real quick. Like I say, these are spoilers, guys. If you haven't seen the movie, don't watch this vlog. You're gonna look at everybody saying Bane was so intelligent. Well, we kind of realize that Talia comes out at the end. And she's basically the brains of the operation. And you can't say Bane is. You can't say it's all Bane's plan. He's a pawn in the whole chess game. Because Talia, first off, she told Bruce that she wanted to work, she donated her money to build that bomb, that reactor core. 3 years ago in the movie, she gave it to, Wayne, what is it? Wayne Industries, whatever they call it. She gave him the money to do that. He started building it and he killed the project because he knew that's exactly what people would do with it. But she's under that whole other name. So Talia is the one that planned the whole thing. Bane is the pawn. So people that, haven't thought of that, seeing it the first time, they're like, Bane was so intelligent, No. It was all Talia's plan. He was just the guy that made it seem that way. So that's the biggest thing. So don't go off saying that Bane was the smartest person in the world. No. He's intelligent in this movie. I'm not going to say that at all. I'm not going to take that away from him. He's really intelligent, but it's not his plan. It's all Talia's. So he's a pawn, and you can't say he's not. He's just carrying out her orders. And then, he loves her or whatever. So, yeah. So that's one thing. In The Dark Knight, it's all Joker. There is no second person. There's nobody else. It's all Joker. And that's how it is, and it's the truth. And Bane didn't you know, I wasn't just like, oh my god, like I can't wait till Bane's next scene, you know? I'm not like that in this movie. I feel like there's a dead point right before Batman Rises, and like there's another scene, but there's like a point where I was just like, okay, come on, you know? That's me personally. But yeah, I mean, and then, you know, just The Dark Knight, like I said, I'll probably watch it again tonight. I mean, it's just, that movie just has everything. Everybody's saying there's no emotion in it. But how are you going to tell me the interrogation scene, which is probably one of the best superhero scenes ever, or hero scenes in a, you know, comic book movie. That interrogation scene is ridiculous. You're going to tell me there's no emotion in there? When the Joker is basically laughing in, you know, Batman's face, that there is nothing that you can do to him, that there is nothing that you can get on the Joker that's going to, you know, cause him to tell you anything. And then Batman's so angry there. And then you go to the explosion parts where both Harvey and what's her name, you know, they both know they're going to die. And then Gordon's like son when Harvey dances. Don't tell me that movie doesn't have emotion. And even when Bruce finds out that Rachel died in part 2, like I think a lot of people are forgetting that the second movie had a lot of emotional things too. I think it's just there's this one scene in The Dark Knight Rises where, you know, what's his name's crying, Alfred, and yeah, that's pretty gut wrenching. You got to be kind of soulless if you're not like, so yeah. But yeah, I mean that's the main thing. Like I said, I upgraded it to a great movie. I think it's great. It's awesome. It was better the second time I saw it. The ending is still kick-ass, but no, I'm not gonna say it's better than the second one because you just got to look at everything the second one has. The second one has a master villain that he does everything on his own. It doesn't take anything crazy, and it doesn't take years. That's the thing. Like, Bane's master plan happens after... I mean, I know it's over a course of months, but... I mean, Joker's is happening so quick in the other movie, you know? But I know why they did it with Bane and all that stuff. I mean, everything in that movie's covered, which is awesome. I mean, that's just Nolan. He tries to cover every single corner in his movies, but... yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, that's my second review. Upgrading it to a great, but I still don't think it's better than the second. I don't. Bane has a really great character. I really liked him, but I mean, it's not. His character did not keep me like engaged in the movie. Like I was just like, oh crap. He has some scenes that are badass, but no, not like the Joker, man. Every time Joker came face to face with Batman, I was like, oh. One scene that I thought was a lot better was the fight scene with Catwoman and Batman. That was awesome. I liked that a lot more this second time around. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and go, guys. I guess that's a vlog for the day. Second review of The Dark Knight Rises. Not better than the second. I'm going to keep it with that. But yeah, it's like I said, changed my stance on it a little bit, but not to what people might have thought. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and go. Remember, always subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the Music Monday channel. Subscribe to Darth Vader's channel. And my man, the Joker's channel. And yeah, go see The Dark Knight Rises if you haven't. And if you saw this vlog and you haven't, why? Why did you... I just spoiled everything for you. You shouldn't have watched it. You shouldn't have watched this vlog. Go watch The Dark Knight Rises. It's awesome. Later!